How long will it take to monetize my small YouTube channel? What tip did I learn this week about making video? What did I learn about the business of YouTube this week? This is what we cover in this video series, and this is episode number 3. I'm still hoping for a really big win on one of these videos, but I'm happy to report that if you are consistent, you keep doing the work, trying to get that 1% better on each video, the channel will grow. And this week has been evidence of that for me. I'm the most excited about what YouTube business Seth is going to share with us from under the deck behind the house. Stay tuned to see why he's under there. But next, let's go see Office Seth, and he'll explain how things are growing.
Thank you all very much for an increase in the stats this week, showing steady growth. 421 current subscribers, 3,000 views in the previous 28 days, 101.6 watch time hours in the previous 28 days. The stat I talked to you about last week was learning how to use this ranking by views here, so you can see my most recent video that came out this morning at the time of this recording is at 4 of 10. And then we messed around a little bit with earned right here under copyright. And the thing I wanted to show you today, here's the new thing. So it gives me credit for 421 subscribers, but look down here. It says I only have 1,740 public watch hours. That makes me puzzled. What am I puzzled about? If you go to the channel analytics right here, and click on watch hours and then change from last 28 days to last 365. Well, look at that. It says 2,000. And if you hover, it says 2,025.9 hours. Well, why do I not have credit for 2,025 hours over here on earned? You're only giving me credit for 1,740. Looks like I'm missing about 300 hours. So in my research, I figured out that YouTube says that they validate this right here very carefully. If I remember the documentation correctly, it said it takes a week or two for this number, or it could take a week or two for this number to catch up. Now here's a look at the little chart that I made that shows when I did episode 1, 2, and 3. And you can see here the steady growth from 406 to 412 to 421. The watch hours continue to drop, and I explained to you a little earlier what might be going on with that. It's a validation process. But the views in the previous 28 days, the drop has been corrected and is now climbing. And the number of watch hours has steadily climbed to now from 82 up to over 101. Thank you all very much for your participation in helping me grow. And this is just evidence that if you work diligently, you stay at it, stay consistent, keep learning to do better, that your channel can grow.
Now for the editing tip. I have discovered that I can be more efficient if I know where I am in the process, not just the editing sequence like we talked about last week, but the whole process from idea to publish. You can too by writing down all the steps in the entire process that make sense to you. So I start with 1, idea, 2, make title, 3, thumbnail, 4, write script, and I ended up with 22 items that help me know where I am in the process. I included things in the list that are new to me and that, maybe I'm just prone to forget. If you're like me, you have to stop working on a video and do other things. And then you come back. If you have this list, you can more easily see and remember where you were when you stopped. Do you ever feel like you made a great video, but YouTube has it under the deck behind the house? How is anybody ever going to see it under there? Well, today's YouTube business tip is about how to get your video out from under here. YouTube actually wants to promote great videos. You just have to show them that yours is great. The way you do this is by increasing viewer satisfaction. This is the new term for the week, viewer satisfaction. YouTube will show your video to your audience, or
if you don't have much of one, it'll show your video to people who think would want to be your audience. And then they watch to see what happens. What will people do? If it's really good, they'll click the thumbnail, watch the video, like, subscribe, comment, and these things do matter. But the best thing I just learned is that YouTube is waiting to see if the viewer watches another video on your channel. This is the highest indication of viewer satisfaction. YouTube gets really excited when this happens, and they show it to even more people. This is like a snowball rolling downhill. As I understand it, if the next group also watches more than one video, they will show it to even more people. People are really satisfied. Now, after watching a lot of videos, I've learned that the best way to do this is to introduce another problem the viewer is likely to have that's related to the problem that you've solved in the video they're watching. You tell them that you made a video about the problem, promise that you solved that problem too, and then you put a link to that video somewhere near the end and you tell them about it. For example, in this video we solved the problem of forgetting where you are in the video making process, because you have to get up and go do something else while you're working on your video. You make a list that is meaningful to you so that when you come back and look at the list and say, oh, that's where I was. But knowing where you are isn't the whole process. It isn't the only problem. You have to need to know how to edit more quickly. And if you'd like to learn how to edit faster, watch this video right here. You see what I did there? I'll see you over there in that video.